Hello YouTube land, this is Jeff with Jeff's Toy Reviews, and today I'm reviewing Toyworld M01 Primorion. Toyworld's take on Masterpiece Optimus Prime. And first and foremost, go take a look at the packaging. I'll show you all the contents and all the little goodies we get. And so here is the box, nice picture of Optimus or Primorion on the cover. I think this is really nice. I really like the whole artwork that they did here. It does say Toyworld on the side, has their warning stuff on the back, and the spaceship crashed into the mountain there and then wraps around, and same spaceship in the back, nothing on the side. Toyworld here, nothing on the bottom, nothing on top, just art. And then it comes in this nice sturdy foam packaging, which is really, I really like that a lot of these companies are doing this, just because it's nice. It keeps the figure safe and great for transportation. If the box gets dinged up or whatever, it's okay. This did come with two plates. I don't have them out at this time because I'm doing some rearranging. It comes with two plates that connect together and they form a background, and I think some of these figures, like the bigger figures, are going to be coming with those plates. So kind of neat, or maybe you can buy them later. So here he is. I'm going to lower the camera. I do have him already in his truck mode, and I'm going to go over a couple of things here first before we start looking at the vehicle himself and all that. He does come with a few things. To start with, we're going to take a look at, he does come with a nice instruction booklet. It is done in grays, reds, and there's some blue in there too, as you can see. And it's a pretty good step by step. I didn't see where they were missing anything or any steps missing. I will tell you that the transformation on this guy is not fun. And I say that because it's not fun. There are times you feel like you're going to break something. There are times where you're really worried about certain things. So when I go over the transformation, I'll point out that spot where I think it's really, really weird, and it's not a fun transformation. He does come with a sticker of that nice piece of artwork. He does come with that trading card wrapped in plastic, and it has his tech specs there on the back in a different manner. So whatever. So those are the cards and the instructions. He does come with this nice heavy plastic energon. Like this is, it's tough, sturdy plastic. It can go on either fist, which is kind of cool. It does not separate. It is one piece. And these are very pointy and very pointy and pointy. I was really surprised how pointy they are. He does come with a very heavy die-cast matrix of leadership. This, of course, is plastic in the middle. And I thought it was kind of funny because with the matrix, when it was packaged, it comes with another center jewel, and I'm not sure why it came with two, but the instructions don't say. He does come with some red bits. I've already attached them, and I'll show you where those go. And he comes with these translucent bluish plates. I have the gray plates installed, or the blue plates. I'll show you where those go. He also comes with these really nice clear windows. You can swap out the truck windows. I have the blue ones there. I'm going to bring my light in just a little bit because for some reason it just seems a little too dark. Well, that seems better. I'm going to bring this down just a little bit too. This is the best lighting I'm going to get right now. Where my office is, it's in a very odd position because I have all this natural light coming in that is affecting my lights. So he also comes with his blaster now, or his pulse rifle, or his ion blaster. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, and it's really nice, done in blue, some nice silver paint, and nice little red paint detail here on the side. Really nice molded plastic. And it does come with batteries that install here. Those are already installed, and if you pull the trigger, you get this light. and if you hold it down, you push it far enough back, it'll just stay on. And then to release it, you just use the trigger. So it's kind of cool. So, but it doesn't fold or collapse. So there's no way to store it on him in truck mode. So yeah, that's that. So there's all the weapons. Let's go ahead and take a look at this guy in his truck mode. He is your short face cab truck. And he's got some nice blue windows. Again, that's why I put the blue windows here, because you don't get alternates for here. You would have clear and blue, and I just thought that'd be kind of weird. You do get some nice side mirrors that are detailed, and these do come out, and they do swing back and forth. He does have plastic on the headlights. There, some silver detailing in there. Yellow lights down here as well. Nice chrome. This is a die-cast grille, which is really nice. Plastic, but this is rubber on the outside. You got some rubber tires. This feels like die cast. These I believe are die cast, and there's some die cast in the feet. Back here is die cast, and these are all rubber. And he rolls really, really well. So here's some of the detailing in the back. Really cool. These vents you can open these vents when he's in robot mode, which is kind of nice. Really nice detailing. No trailer hitch or trailer. There's like a little tab here that looks like you can fit a trailer in there, but there's nothing to attach a trailer to. So really, really nice. I like the rig mode. It's your typical G1 style rig. A little bit of a different take on it, but I really, really like it. I like the yellow plastic lights up here. These aren't painted. These are translucent yellow plastic. Like really just nice. And if you look on the bottom, I mean, everything's tucked away nicely. And so really, really a cool figure. In the truck mode is really nice. So let's see, to bring out, of course, we're going to do a couple of comparisons. Here he is with MP10. And you can see he's much bigger than MP10 in the truck mode. And we're also going to do on the other side. Excuse him a little bit. He is a little dusty. He is my G1 Prime. My no sticker G1 Prime. This was like the original release. So there you go. You have your G1, your third party, and your masterpiece. He's a darker red. Because this is just silver paint, it doesn't have that nice chrome effect, which I would have liked if they would have chromed it out for this too. It would have been nice just to see that all match up. Would have been really neat to see. So, but that's my opinion. And yeah, so I think his truck mode is decent. I don't think it's the best truck mode. But, I mean, I do like the MP10 truck mode more, only because it has that natural curve along the front. Like, you can see this curve. This is just straight flat. Like, this hit a wall. This has a nice little arch that comes out with windows, or, and everything just follows along. There's a nice line of symmetry to it. And I forgot to bring that down. I can't believe that. I didn't forget, that just folded up somehow. So there they are, and you can tell, like, this guy is just so much bigger than my masterpiece. Like, bring it in a little bit, you can see he's a little bit longer, not by much, but he's a little bit longer, and you'll see it when we get to robot mode. He does stand taller than MP10, but it's not too bad. So I'm going to warn you that this transformation is fiddly. I'm going to do the transformation now. I'm going to raise the camera just a little bit because I'm going to need the room, and you're going to want to see what I'm doing. So what we're going to do here is we're going to pull the pipes are already pulled out. So you're just going to fold these up like so. And you're going to come in here, and we're going to untab. We're going to untab, and we're going to push that in. This is going to fold in for now. So that folds in like so, just to get us some clearance, because those have to untab. So should look a little like that. Then you're going to come down here, and we're going to come in and separate this from the back. There's tabs back. See that tab? See that slot? Tabs right in there. And I will tell you, everything, once you get everything lined up and it's tabbed in really nicely, it does tab in nice. And he stays together, which is really great. Oof. But it's just, there's some things that you have to do. And this is one of the things that I don't like. This is where I don't like. You have to pull up on this piece. Well, we got to get some clearance. So you see how we have this piece here. This, oh, let's do this. Rotate these down, and there's a slot here, tab there. Come on. Oh, push that back in. That's gonna have it. I need to lower the camera just a little bit. Sorry, I raised it too high. I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. And then you're gonna just bring this piece around. Oh, bring this around this way. And then you're gonna have that slot there, that tab there. You bring these down. You're gonna push these in because there's these hinges, and these hinges extend a little bit. And that's gonna collapse in like that. And you're gonna come up. You're gonna pull this up. And you're going to rotate this around all the way. Keep going. Got to keep pulling it up. And that's the one I don't like. They have this weird spring system in here, and I don't like it. Excuse me. I do apologize for that. And then you're going to, it's on this nice hinge out. You're going to do that. And then we're going to flip the wheels around, and you see this hole here. You have this nice peg here, and that's going to peg right into there. But you're going to bring this like so, and then that's just going to wrap around that leg again, and then we're going to turn that way. Nope, hold on. No, turn it this way, because that's got to be forward, just like so. And then we're going to take this leg and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to pull up, fold around, gotta get that out of the way, fold around, and then this is going to come down and up. And then you're going to turn this around, tab that into place, around. I hope you can see what I'm doing here, because this is just, for me, it's hard I'm having a hard time explaining it as I'm doing it, just because I don't like the feel of this spring mechanism that they did. It feels like it's going to break, and I'm sure Toyworld knew what they were doing when they engineered this, but they were not taking into consideration fun, because I don't like this part at all, because I think it's dumb. You gotta just rotate that piece around like so, and keep rotating, because this has to go here. It's not tabbing in right now. And then that was only one turn around, sorry. Wow, this is like one of the hardest times I've had transforming something on camera, and this guy is, I guess I really just don't like, I went the wrong way. Well, that explains it. I just don't like the leg transformation on this figure so much that it just frustrates me just when I know I have to do it. So I won't be transforming this guy that often. So, and then there are his legs, and we'll bring this down. Sorry for complaining so much about this, but I was really excited to get this figure, and when I did, I was just like, wow, I can't believe it. This guy's really cool. And I'm trying to get this piece to rotate. There we go. That's going to stay. And then these are going to, nope, not yet. So we're going to, now I got to lift the camera for you. because now I got to get the arms out and get this guy transformed. Now the upper body's not too bad, but there's some tabbing and there are some things on here that I feel will break just because of the way they're situated. And you know, it is what it is, but I don't like how the arms are either. So the arms are tabbed. There's pegs in here and ports in each arm. So you're gonna pull, got to separate like so. And then you're going to have to pop up. I did forget this part. I'm going to pop up that side and that side. Okay. And then we're going to separate. Oh, phew, I forgot one more thing. These come up. This would have been helpful. These come up, fold in and down. That would have been helpful if I did that first, because this is blocking that. Can't believe that. Sorry about that. So you got to come up, fold down, and then, well, this is one of the reasons I don't edit my videos. So if I make a mistake, hopefully it'll prevent you from making a mistake with your own figure. And then, because that's the only thing now that's blocking, that's got this guy all tabbed in. So I got to pull back and away. Come on. Fold the mirrors in if you like. See that tab in there? That peg plugs in right there. Now here's the thing, like you get all that done. Everything's tucked in under there. This has to be out in order for you to put that in there, but it should have been able to fold it all the way out. It doesn't give you that option. So I feel like I'm going to break this piece. I also feel like I'm going to break this. There is a little extra give, so it does have that little bit of separation, but not much. So be very careful. This folds in like so. That folds in underneath like that. And then this folds in underneath like this. And then you fold all this up. And that gives you this part of his arm, at least his forearm. Then you're going to pull this. You're just going to pull forward and come on. Excuse me. I just ran out of room here. Okay, so this piece has to be forward like so. You pull the arm forward and then bring it down, and you have this nice little bit of engineering in here that actually, instead of collapsing up into the arm, it collapses into the forearm, which makes it a pain in the butt, really. I really think that sucks. And then you're going to bring that down, and you'll bring it down, and then it just folds into the arm, and then bring like so. And now we got to do the same thing on this side. So let's try to make this a little easier. Going to bring this out. See how it comes out just a little bit further. And then we're going to okay, so that's out. Well, that arm was a little bit easier. And then we're just going to bring this down, fold this in, and peg this in just to get it out of the way. Same thing on this arm. You're going to bring this piece in, fold it in, and then collapse all that. And I will say, once everything's in its place and done, and then you slide, this is slid down, you just slide that up to fill in the arm a little bit. And then, okay. We're nowhere near done. We're going to bring these down for now, just to get those out of the way. I bring the arms back because you're going to need to see what you're doing. This piece here, this folds in like so. And then this, always have like a flat head screwdriver or something that you can get this out. Actually, I forgot to do something before I get all that. These are all tabbed in, and they hook in really well. I mean, everything tabs in perfectly. So once we got all that done. We're just going to, no, I'll wait till we have a little bit more clearance. So tab these in, and these are on, oops, no. Want to bring this down like we did, and then we're going to bring this side down like we did, and then this piece is going to fold down, and you can tell there's a little rail in here, and you're going to push in, and it'll get into place there, and then on this side too. And then you're going to take this piece here, and this is on a double hinge, and you're going to bring these up, clear all that out of the way, like so. You're going to form basically the sides, or front of the sides for Prime, or Primorion, as we call him. You're going to bring this up, and you don't bring it all the way up because you're going to turn it around. Oh. Well, I guess we could do it this way too. I'll do it the easier way. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. You're going to bring this piece down, and then this is loose on mine. It just folds in right underneath. And then there's a double hinge in here. And once you get that in there, it just goes in against that. You're going to pull this like so, put it down, and then we'll tab everything in, get it all secure. So we'll leave these up out of the way right now. So pull those back down. Okay, there's a little slot here. There's a small tab there. There's no slot up here for this to plug into, because that's the hole. So you're just going to make sure that all that just goes right on the inside, that big old hollow area. And then you're going to do the same thing on this side. You just want to make sure you have a tool available to pop that out a little bit, and then plugs right back in there like so. Keep these wheels down, because you're going to come up and you're going to do this. You're going to take these lights. You're not going to push those in all the way. Well, actually, you're not going to push those in first at all. There's these pieces have to fold in. And I think it's I see what they did for the engineering and why they did it, but I still think they should have done something different. These fold in all the way like so, and then you fold in the headlights like so. And then you make sure these wheels are out of the way, and then you collapse this piece. There's two pegs right here. You know, bring these to this, bring that up, it'd be easier. I'll just tab in right to there, and then this will, see how there's a little double hinge there, and then it just closes here, and then you fit the wheels into the grooves. Bring the hip skirt out a little bit so it looks a little nicer, and then Prime's butt is formed. And then you're going to take these two, these just fold into here and down, and we're going to drop this. I mean, it does have nice ratchets, which is really good. I mean, the ratchets are tough on this guy. So let me bring up we still got a little bit of work left. So you're going to take the backpack here. This is like this, and you're going to fold this out to the side. Actually, you're going to fold these out, push this piece down. Actually, no, I forgot. Sorry. These have to stay out like this, and you're going to separate this here, pull out, and you're going to bring this piece up like so. And it's going to give us Primorion's head. And then this will tab back into there, like so. And then you're going to take these two pieces here, give them a nice backpack, and collapse. And there he is. Here he is in his robot mode. And there he is. Okay, so with Primorion. As you can tell, he's a pretty big figure. He, you know, he cleans up kind of well in the back. I don't like the wheels, as, you know, it reminds me of Ironhide and Ratchet, how there was, or Ironhide, how he has the butt, the wheels for his butt. But, you know, what are you going to do? He is a very solid figure. He's heavy. I mean, I will give that to Toyworld. When they design a figure, they design a figure. His lights, I mean, his eyes are really popping off right now. The light piping is fantastic, but without light piping, that's what he looks like. Like, he has no paint on his eyes or anything. This is all just gray or blue. It's like a really light blue. Be careful with the antenna. When I pulled him out of the package, I already had a little stress fracture. And when transforming him, these do tuck in and out. He does have a cool little feature. Where is my little tool? That you can... He has it on both sides, where he can have a little mic come out, little communication device come out on his cheeks, and it's on both of them. There's these little nice these slides right here, and they just pop out, and you just push them back in, and they click into place really good. For articulation, his head does rotate and is on a swivel. He can look up and he can look down, all disapproving like. He does have a very nice waist swivel. Oh, I'm caught up on yeah, gotta be careful with that. He does have a little bit of a crunch, but not much. It's really part of transformation. Arms, 360. He can all the way out. He has a bicep swivel. He does have double jointed elbows, and or double hinges on the elbows, however you want to say it. Now his hands, these do rotate and they can do the whole stop thing. His thumb is on a ball joint and his fingers are all individually articulated, and there's a little bit of the shortness. I wish it was more like a real hand. There are hinges throughout each finger, which is really nice, and you know, so you can really have him, you know, pointing at somebody and lecturing them, saying you shouldn't have done that. You know, he really gets that finger going. You can push thumb down, and you can put the axe on either fist as long as it's squared up, and that covers all the way, and it stays really, really well. Now, I'm going to show you something. These aren't loose. Well, there's something loose in here. I'm going to tighten it up. I just haven't, because I knew I was going to do transformation today with this guy, and I've transformed him a couple of times, and I still have issues because it's not a fun transformation. This just comes right off. Each hand, he can hold his gun in each hand. There is a tab there, and then the gun, unlike the Masterpiece, has the slot on it. And you're just going to bring the thumb out of the way. Oop. So the problem is too, is he has this trigger, so you got to be careful with the trigger. I'm putting everything in his left hand. I don't know why, but oh well. Come on, it's supposed to line up. I've done this before. There we go. And then you can bring the thumb forward and you can really grasp the gun. And it's secure. It's not coming off. Like it's on there really well. I'm going to tell you, his legs aren't floppy. It's these joints that are floppy. Because he has these really nice strong ratchets in here, which I'm going to show in just a minute. So I probably won't be transforming this guy that much more often, but really tight joints. So hip skirts, they come up a little bit. Now he does have this big ratchet in here that can go back and forth. Now this piece is for going forward, but it's very loose on my figure. So I just think I need to get in there with a screwdriver, tighten it up a little bit. But so beware of that. He's got this weird double joint thing. He can, you know, he can do the splits all the way out. He does have a more than 90-degree bend on the knee, which is nice. And there are good, tight, solid ratchets. He does have the mid-thigh swivel. Yeah, so that acts as his knee swivel. He does have really good articulation. He does have toe movement, heel movement. This does move in and out. So if you really want to get, you know, not much, but I guess if you wanted to add a little bit more articulation, you know, this untabs here, and you can like really put that foot like so, or however you want to do it. And he does have like little, looks like thrusters on his feet. So, all right. So, one other gimmick that they chose, and that's for, well, there's two other things I'm going to show here. These arm pieces, they come up and they rotate, and then they fold back down. I already put a repro label on here. These are blue plastic pieces under there. Oop. I'll show you. Eventually I'll show you. Here we go. Sorry, I kept dropping it. And this is the same blue plastic that was under the windshield. I put Autobot logos on it. The red bits I mentioned before that were on this, you have to fill these in here. These two little plastic triangles are cut off of these. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they wanted us to do the rest of putting this figure together. I thought that was really a strange choice for Toyworld. This one stays in okay. This one pops off all the time. And when I mean pops off, I mean these glass pieces things. These don't stay in very well. They are just on a friction peg. But yeah, this doesn't stay in at all. And right now I think it's just in for me for this moment. But there you go, it fell off. So for the most part, I just will probably leave these tucked in like so, remove the repro label from these both, and just put the sticker on this side and never worry about taking this, transforming it. And you can see even these pop out, which is fine because they're only friction pegged in. So it's just like a friction peg, no big deal. Now his matrix, you have to open up at the same time. And because these peg into here, he's got a big chest cavity. To replace the windows, I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. You're going to take this big bad boy. It's huge. I really think it's too big, personally. I don't know why they went with such a big matrix, but, you know, whatever. It's a pain in the butt to get in. But once it's in, it sits securely in his chest. I just have a hard time lining this thing up. So maybe it's just me. Bad user error. There we go. So that's frictioned in there and that stays. I do wish this was blue, but maybe for copyright they were afraid to do it. And that just comes back in. These windows always come in and do that. So you'll see that there is a little line right here. Oh, sorry. Shouldn't have closed these up yet. There's a little peg here, and you're going to see that these just fold down, and then there's little pegs and holes, and that's how you install the windows. They do not come installed for you. You choose between the white or the blue, and you put them on yourself. I don't know what the deal is with Toyworld and doing that. I don't know if they wanted us, they thought it'd be fun to have the collector or person who's buying, the buyer of this figure, want to do more building or adding to this figure. Then, you know, I don't know. I think they should have finished it themselves. Or did they notice last minute, oh, I should have finished this piece? Be careful, because these mirrors, you have to have the arms out. You can't have the arms flush. You have to have them sitting out just a little bit, or they'll just get caught on the mirrors. Also, you get these blue pieces that are in the baggie as well, and those are right here. These slide into here. I already put mine in, and they're a pain in the butt to get in because they're really firm when you put them in. But there's no reason why Toyworld shouldn't have put them in themselves, but they didn't. They just, we'll let you do it. It was, I don't know if they were rushing and they, oh, we forgot this piece or what. But those things are really annoying for me. I bought the figure. I want to transform it. I don't mind doing little things like if there's an error and the next figure comes with something that corrects that error, I don't mind that at all. But when these are little pieces that are part of the figure and you're telling me to add stuff to it, it just frustrates me. It's annoying. I don't think it's right. So let's go ahead and do for size comparison. We have MP10. And you can tell, I mean, he's much bigger than your Masterpiece Prime. This guy's big, you know, he's chunky. He's a big, chunky, heavy bot. And that's kind of cool. I don't mind that at all. I think it's great. Here he is with a Voyager class, my Voyager class MP10. So you see what he is with a Voyager figure. So, I mean, he really stands tall above the other figures. So this guy, if you're an Optimus Prime, I'm an Optimus Prime and Megatron fan. I've always liked the leaders of the Autobots and Decepticons. I've always liked how they, you know, just their dynamic and everything with them. So if I see Primes and Megatrons out there by other companies, I tend to go for them because I want to see what they did with the engineering and how they did it. So far still, MP10 still has some of the easiest and best transformation than some of the other figures that I have ever purchased. It's very G1-esque, it's very, you know, and it's easy. It's done. This thing, the transformation's not fun. Like I said earlier, the transformation's not fun, it's not enjoyable, it seems like a chore, and when you're done with that chore, you're either happy you got him in the truck mode without breaking anything, or you're happy you got him in the robot mode without breaking anything. In the robot mode, In the robot mode, he is very sturdy. He has good weight. You know, he doesn't collapse. I mean, I'm banging him on the table. He's a heavy figure. In his truck modes, very solid. Everything tabs in really well, but it's getting from point A to point B, and whether or not it's worth it. It's not worth it, from my opinion. I got this guy on sale. I got him like $30 less than retail. I think it was 99 bucks from TF Direct. So shout out to them. They got this guy to me in like 5 days. It was awesome. They have him on sale right now. So if you're really interested, if you're a Prime fanboy like I can tend to be, then yeah, you're going to want to get him. He does come in the robot mode, which is cool. If you're looking for something, if say you missed MP10 and you need Masterpiece Prime, Hasbro is doing a re-release of MP10 this year. I think it's in August. Wait, don't get this guy as your Masterpiece figure. Wait for the re-release of this guy. It's so much more worth it. Just frustration-wise, look-wise, I think he's more he's more cartoon accurate. He looks more dynamic. I do have repro labels, so excuse me, like these are gray and everything. But Toyworld's rendering of Primorion, it looks good. I think it looks good. I think he's done really well. He's chunky, he's big. But I have complaints. I don't like the parts forming as soon as you get him out. You have to finish putting the figure together. I don't like that certain things don't stay tabbed in. I don't like that the plastic pieces for where the logos and everything go, they don't stay in at all. Even these blue ones, these light blue clear ones, they don't stay in at all. So it becomes very frustrating when you're trying to transform this figure and everything. So he's going to remain this way on my shelf. My final ruling is if you're a Prime fan, you're going to get this guy. Find him for a good price and get him. If you're not if you're just looking for the Masterpiece Prime, wait for the re-release in August or end of July, early August for this guy. Hasbro's doing. I think he's going to be a Toys R Us exclusive. I'm not sure, but he has that Toys R Us exclusive box type thing that they did for the last few years. So he would be worth it then. There's other third parties that are bringing out their versions of Optimus Prime too. Kind of look into those. for me, Toyworld had a really great opportunity to do something well. And it's just my opinion. I think they dropped the ball a little bit. And it's mainly in the transformation. There are some things like, these pieces being loose, I think is, it is what it is when you buy a third party, but it shouldn't be that way because you have so many third parties that are coming out and doing so many better things. And yeah, he's a good looking figure in his robot mode and he's decent in his truck mode, but if you can't have fun transforming him, that's kind of weak. And that's just my opinion. All this is my opinion. No one's paid me or anything for it, because I'm sure Toyworld would be upset with me if they heard this review, because for what he is, he's okay. For the price, I'm disappointed. I was hoping the transformation would have been better. I was hoping that the truck mode would look a little better. And I mean, I saw the picture, so I mean, I knew what I was getting, but the transformation, oh my God. Anyway, so that's me on this. That's my review. Like I said, if you're an Optimus Prime fan and you're looking to collect all the different renditions of him, yeah, you'll pick him up. Get him at TF Direct. He was $99, better than $130. If you are just looking for Masterpiece, really wait it out for MP10 or find MP10 at a different price. You could probably get them at $150. I think the Asia exclusive is $150. Go for that route. If you're just collecting everything third party or everything Toyworld, then yeah, you're going to get him anyway, and that's, my opinion's not going to matter. But I do hope this video helped you in forming your own opinion and whether or not you're going to purchase this guy. He is what he is, and that's really my review. So thank you again so much for watching. If you like this video and it's helpful, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed and you're new to watching my channel, hey, subscribe. We're going to hang out. We got a lot more stuff coming. If you have friends that are looking into this figure, please share this video. Maybe that'll help them in their decision as well. So thank you so much again for watching, and have yourselves a good one. Take care now.